is we didn't have to be commercial at all. We didn't have to think about it because we were a monopoly. So if you wanted to post a letter, use us, do it our way, listen to how we do it, we'll charge what we want to charge you, and you can just get on. Because if you don't want to, don't post the letter, that's fine. And then we started to introduce competition, but we were still a monopoly, we still pretty much had it all sewn up. So this nervousness that came around, and then all of a sudden we moved to a different Ofcom, and it was all open, and competition could come in, and downstream pricing, and then there was this awful moment where everyone turned around and went, oh my God, we've got to be commercial. We've actually got to listen to the customer, because if we don't, then we're probably not going to get anything back. John Lewis is an amazing example of how they commercially look after their client and they deliver what they have to their customers, but not necessarily always being the cheapest. You can walk into a John Lewis shop and with their free Wi-Fi, you can look at the TV you want to buy, you can check how much it costs, and no, probably you can get it somewhere else for a little bit cheaper. But the chances are you won't. Not because you're standing in the shop, but because of what they offer above and beyond to their clients. They offer the understanding of 2 years insurance, not just one. They offer never knowingly undersold. They offer the partnership, the belief that actually you want to be part of it. Everyone who works with them is happy. There's a whole mentality that goes around that brand that's so important and is synonymous to what making good customers are about. So this is, and especially in your world, and if you really want something, you'll find a way, and if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And I think actually, with the greatest respect in the world, you often become the excuse. So I can come up with the best idea at Rollman and I'll walk into legal and I'll explain it to them, and there's a little bit of me that thinks it might not work anyway, if I'm honest. But legal said no, we can't do it because legal said no. It's no good. But actually, if you challenge back to them and say, that's not the case, maybe we can do it, but I'm going to need to know a few things from you first. I'm going to need you to put in writing to me what it is, when it is, and why it is, what the goals are, what you want to achieve from it, and then maybe I can make it work. No matter how strategic you want to get, and no matter how much planning you want to do and how much research you want to do, they are the fundamentals that will drive any business forward. It is simply who, when and why. And if the person coming to you asking you to deliver can't tell you that, then they've not thought it through enough, and it's not a proper business appraisal, and it certainly doesn't require legal attention at the time. So I think challenge your clients, challenge your own businesses. If you do nothing else, when someone comes and says something, prime them. Give them something else to think about. Ask them who, when and why. Really know if they've got something to deliver. Really know if it's worth your time and investment. And don't be afraid to pick a little bit away at maybe what they think's a good idea, but don't necessarily have all the answers to.